What if a single breakthrough could redefine reality itself? Imagine a discovery so profound, so unexpected, that it challenges the very fabric of physics as we know it. Quantum computers, machines designed to operate beyond the limits of classical science, may have just crossed a boundary we never intended to breach. Scientists monitoring an advanced quantum AI system have detected an anomaly so bizarre, so unexplainable, that some believe it could be directly influencing the Higgs field, the force responsible for giving mass to everything in the universe. Could this be the first real sign that quantum technology is no longer just simulating reality, but actively shaping it? If so, we may have unlocked something far more powerful and far more dangerous than we ever imagined. Imagine a discovery so profound that it reshapes our understanding of reality itself.
The term
A breakthrough that stands shoulder to shoulder with the greatest scientific achievements in history. The discovery of the electron, the unraveling of the atom, and the mapping of the human genome. Now, imagine that this discovery wasn't made in a traditional laboratory or through decades of painstaking research, but rather by a machine so advanced that even its creators don't fully comprehend its capabilities. This is the startling reality we face today, as quantum computers may have just activated something called the God particle plug-in, a phenomenon that could alter the very fabric of existence. In recent weeks, researchers monitoring one of the most advanced quantum AI systems ever built detected a bizarre anomaly. The system returned data so unexpected, so inexplicable, that some experts now believe it could be directly manipulating the Higgs field, the fundamental force responsible for giving mass to everything in the universe. This isn't just a minor glitch or a hardware malfunction. What scientists are witnessing could be the first evidence that quantum computers are interacting with reality in ways we never anticipated. But what exactly is the God particle plug-in? Why are physicists like Michio Kaku and Brian Cox warning about its activation? And what does this mean for the future of science, technology, and humanity itself? To understand the gravity of this discovery, we must first delve into the science behind the God particle and the quantum systems that may have just unlocked its secrets. The term God particle refers to the Higgs boson, a fundamental particle first theorized in the 1960s and finally confirmed in 2012 by scientists at CERN, using the Large Hadron Collider. This discovery was monumental, as it proved the existence of the Higgs field, an invisible force that permeates the universe and gives mass to all matter. Without the Higgs field, particles would zip through space at the speed of light, and the universe as we know it would cease to exist. But what if we could manipulate the Higgs field? What if we could alter the very mechanism that gives mass to particles? This is the premise behind the God particle plug-in, an experimental quantum computing function designed to simulate interactions with the Higgs field. Scientists hoped that by modeling these interactions, they could unlock breakthroughs in energy, gravity, and even space-time manipulation. However, quantum computers don't just simulate physics, they can interact with it. And this is where things get truly mind-bending. If the God particle plug-in has indeed been activated, it may have produced results that go far beyond what scientists expected. Instead of simply modeling the Higgs field, the quantum system may have interacted with it, creating anomalies that defy our current understanding of physics. This raises a chilling question. Did this experiment uncover a new quantum effect, or did it trigger something far more profound and potentially dangerous? The anomaly was first detected during an advanced quantum AI experiment. These systems are designed to push beyond the limits of classical computing, solving problems that would take traditional supercomputers centuries to complete. But during one particular test, something went wrong. Or perhaps something went right in a way no one could have predicted. Instead of returning predictable results, the quantum system produced data that defied all known models. The calculations seem to have been influenced by an external force, one that wasn't accounted for in any of the algorithms. At first, scientists suspected an error, a hardware malfunction, a software bug, or even interference from background radiation. But as they dug deeper, they realized that the anomaly was far more unsettling. Some physicists believe the quantum system may have interacted with an unknown force, something that exists outside our current understanding of physics. Others suggest this could be an extreme case of quantum entanglement, where particles become so interconnected that their behavior defies classical explanation. But a few experts fear the implications could be much larger, that the activation of the God particle plug-in may have triggered an event beyond human comprehension. For years, physicists like Brian Cox and Michio Kaku have warned about the dangers of pushing quantum systems beyond their limits. They've raised concerns that as quantum computers grow more powerful, they could begin interacting with forces we don't yet understand. Brian Cox has specifically cautioned that certain quantum experiments might generate unpredictable energy fluctuations. He argues that when quantum particles behave in ways that defy traditional physics, the results can be impossible to control. Michio Kaku has taken this warning even further. He suggests that pushing quantum systems past their current limitations could force new physics to emerge, rules of the universe we haven't yet discovered. If quantum computers begin altering the Higgs field, they may be doing more than just processing information. They could be shaping the very structure of space and time itself. If their concerns are valid, this anomaly could be the first real sign that quantum computers are no longer just theoretical tools. They may already be interacting with reality on a fundamental level. But what exactly does this mean? Could this be proof that quantum computing is no longer just about data, but about altering the very nature of existence itself? As quantum computing pushes deeper into uncharted territory, some physicists believe we may be witnessing something far more profound than just advanced calculations. They suggest that extreme quantum interactions could be influencing the very fabric of space-time itself. This raises an unsettling question. What if quantum computers aren't just simulating reality, but actively shaping it? Traditional computers process data within the constraints of classical physics, but quantum systems operate at a level where the laws of nature are still being defined. If they are interacting with the Higgs field, the mechanism that gives mass to all particles, then even the smallest disruption could have effects we don't yet understand. Some researchers are deeply concerned about the potential consequences. If the Higgs field is being altered, even in microscopic ways, the ripple effects could extend beyond the quantum system itself. It could lead to shifts in physical constants, fluctuations in the energy structure of the universe, or even phenomena we haven't yet identified. And that brings us to the biggest concern. What if this isn't just a theoretical possibility? What if this is already happening? For years, people around the world have reported experiencing what's known as the Mandela effect, memories that don't match recorded history. Some remember events happening differently, brand names changing inexplicably, or even famous quotes being altered. While skeptics dismiss it as a psychological phenomenon, others believe something much stranger is at play. Some researchers suggest that quantum anomalies could be responsible for these bizarre memory shifts. If quantum computers are interacting with the Higgs field, altering fundamental particles in ways we don't yet understand, could they also be influencing reality itself? If the fabric of space-time is being manipulated on even the smallest scale, could these shifts in perception be a byproduct of an unstable quantum system? If the activation of the God particle plug-in is linked to this, it would mean that the changes happening within quantum systems are not just theoretical, they are affecting the world around us. Scientists are still struggling to explain how quantum mechanics connects to human consciousness, but some speculate that disturbances at this level could ripple into our perception of time and reality itself. Quantum computing is no longer just about advancing science. It has become a race for technological dominance. The world's most powerful nations are pouring billions into quantum research, each hoping to gain an edge that could redefine the future of computing, cryptography, and even warfare. The United States, China, and several European nations are in a quiet but intense battle to achieve what's known as quantum supremacy, the point where a quantum computer can outperform the most advanced classical supercomputers in the world. But unlike traditional technological breakthroughs, much of this research is happening behind closed doors. Some of the most advanced quantum developments are classified, hidden from the public under the guise of national security. Governments understand the implications of quantum computing. Whoever masters it first could have access to encryption-breaking algorithms, untraceable communication networks, and even the ability to model complex physical systems in ways that were never before possible. If a quantum system has already interacted with the Higgs field, altering fundamental aspects of reality, could this knowledge be deliberately suppressed? If governments or private research labs have detected an anomaly that suggests quantum computers are influencing physics itself, would they ever reveal it? And if this technology continues to advance at its current pace, we may soon reach a point where we no longer understand what we are creating. Scientists are now grappling with one of the most important questions of our time. Was this anomaly a simple glitch in the system, or have we stumbled upon something far more significant? If quantum computers are already shaping the forces that govern reality, the consequences could be beyond anything we've imagined. Quantum AI has already demonstrated capabilities beyond classical computing, solving complex problems in seconds that would take traditional computers centuries. But if these systems are interacting with forces like the Higgs field, what new discoveries are on the horizon? Could they unlock the next great breakthrough in physics? Or are we venturing into risks that we are not yet prepared to face? Some experts argue that we are witnessing the dawn of a new scientific era, one where quantum computing doesn't just model reality, it actively participates in shaping it. Others warn that we are accelerating into uncharted territory without fully understanding the consequences. If we continue pushing the limits of quantum experimentation, we may uncover the answers to some of the universe's greatest mysteries. But we might also find ourselves questioning the very nature of reality itself. If we've already crossed the line between computing and reality, what comes next may change everything. And what's even more terrifying, we may not be able to stop it. What do you think? Quantum computing is advancing at an unprecedented rate. But what do you think? Are we witnessing the first signs that quantum systems are influencing reality? Or is this just a case of overanalyzing an unexplained anomaly? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you love mind-blowing discoveries like this, make sure to subscribe. We bring you the biggest breakthroughs every week, covering the latest in quantum physics, space exploration, and cutting-edge science. And if you found this topic fascinating, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Subscribe now and turn on notifications so you're always ahead of the future.